Calvin Castine on the 4th of July 2011, slightly after 11 a.m. and I'm right where I've been for most, not all, but most of the past 20 years or so at this particular time. It's the annual Alburgh, Vermont 4th of July celebration, and we are in beautiful downtown Alburgh. It's a bright and sunny day, temperature in the low 80s at the moment. This is the first of two parades we're expecting to do today. We have a 2 o'clock parade in Plattsburgh that we'll be doing with our buddy Gordy Little. And before I get too far into this coverage of today's parade, we want to thank Jordan Thompson, the beleaguered Jordan Thompson, a young lady who got given the task. I hope she didn't volunteer, because if she did, she'll learn never to volunteer. She was given the task of stopping traffic up at the north end of the parade route here, up just a little ways north of the cemetery, the information booth area. Sending the folks hoping to detour the regular traffic around up through the back of the back roads and back onto their way to St. Albans or Swanton or wherever they're heading. But she was having mixed luck. A lot of people were just charging through, listening, not even listening to her. She was unarmed, so she couldn't shoot them down, and putting up with very graciously putting up with an extremely aggravating situation. There's the flyover. Not sure if we got him or not. There's one of them. They'll be coming back. Usually they circle around and come back over the street. We'll see. Army National Guard and Vermont Guard always providing a flyover here for this 4th of July celebration. We'll see if they'll be coming back. Let's all hold our breath till we see them again. Well, anyway, Jordan Thompson, our tip of the hat. She allowed us to come through, and I'm sure after she allowed us to come through, there was a whole lot of people saying, hey, you let that big fat guy go through, how come we can't go through? So we appreciate that. Usually our buddy Terry Tatro was down at the front of the old, is it still BP, is it Exxon now? I'm not sure, the gas station down that way. So that's where the parade ends. Not sure if the planes will be coming back here. And they're on their way back. Hidden by the trees. A flyby, an annual part of this 4th of July celebration. Alburgh, located on the intersection of New York State and Quebec, right on the border, on beautiful Lake Champlain, the beautiful, no longer at flood stage, beautiful Lake Champlain. It's 11:22 and the parade has made its way to our viewing area. Probably down around St. Amadeus, I'd guess, right now. Because we want to get across the Korean Veterans Memorial Bridge as quickly as possible following the parade, we always tape this parade here at the north end of the village. And we have pretty good luck in so far, if I don't jinx myself today, pretty good luck in getting out of here in a timely manner. As we said, we have a 2 o'clock parade. The parade usually gets to us sometime after gets here sometime after 11:30, and that'll be the case today. It's 11:28 at the moment as we see it coming closer in view. Couldn't find anything on any Alburgh, Vermont website, so I suppose I should have checked the Islander to see what it said about the parade. But instead I called my good friend Alton Brousseau, and Mr. Brousseau said the parade was going on as usual, but for the first time in my memory, first time since I've been recording this, and for the first time in a lot of years, I'm sure, young Mr. Brousseau will not be part of the parade. As of 10 o'clock last night, he was not scheduled to be in the parade, so he and Lorraine were Grand Marshals, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. And usually Alton finds something to tow, and he's one of the more popular figures in Alburgh. And the parade is getting closer. Either the county sheriff's department or state police leading the parade, I'm guessing, or it could be a border patrol. It's a white vehicle, so I'm guessing it's not the state police. That it's either a county sheriff's department vehicle or a border patrol or customs and border car. We've got plenty of young parade watchers here with us. This guy's ready to start his own parade. He's little girl's got a bubble making machine, and he thinks he's Lawrence Welk. We are located just north of the community school here. Looks like the parade leaders are halted at the moment for some reason. Now they are moving. I'm sure that's the Kreller Memorial Legion, American Legion, or the color guard, and some bagpipers within hearing distance. Looks like a little green in the back of that vehicle, so I'm guessing border patrol at the moment. The Department of Homeland Security. I can see why it's taken so long. It's 11:35 right now. 11:35.
Well, yeah, I was trying to fight it, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm wasting time.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the Border Patrol. There's the Kreller American Legion from Alburgh. These are the guys who've been given the rifle volleys. This is the auxiliary. probably the Grand Marshals coming right about now. They decided to stop in the shade, I guess. The driver says, I know how to stop, where to stop. Stop in the shade. Florence Langlois and Morris Gauthier. How you doing? Dwayne Langlois' mother and Morris Gauthier, who sang so many nice songs over the years when he was at the shrine. Stars and Stripes Forever. Freedom USA. And the Masons. Followed by the Bagpipers. Alburgh Rescue Squad. A young driver and a young shotgun rider too. And we even got somebody in the back sticking a hand out. Springs Community Hall. Let the church bells ring. Oh, we got some cartwheelers coming up here. I definitely saw a cartwheel. And this is Sons of the American Legion. Sons of the American Legion. There we go. Here's the cartwheels. There we go. All you cartwheel fans. Who says there's not enough cartwheeling on hometown cable? And they're still going. Must be pushing a future cartwheeler. Champlain Islands Developing Essential Resources Incorporated, or cider, whatever they're developing. It includes cider. Not sure if these are the same fellows that were in Rouse's Point last night, but they were barreling down the crowded streets. The Shriners. They were barreling down the streets. As I said in Rouse's Point last night, the Shriners Hospital, if they run over one of your kids in these parades, they'll treat them for free at the Shriners Hospital. So. These guys are from Swanton. Hope he sees me. Is this an Edsel or a Ford product? Another Ford product. It's a Ford. vehicles looked a lot like that. A Ford Fairlane from probably around 1960. A Z28 Camaro. A black Z28 Camaro. Don't go gunning it, fella. Oh, looks like those girls decided they've done enough. They get up toward the front of the parade and then collect candy. Heck, if I'd known that, I would have done cartwheels too. The Trans Am. What's this one say? Thank you, veterans. Brothers in Arms, Civil War Museum. Not aware of that museum. We'll have to check it out. Maybe we can do a tour there. Civil War Museum. Maybe that's a local business in town here. This is the Studebaker? Yes, indeed. It's a yellow, very pale egg yolk yellow. An Uga horn, 1930 Model A, made in the USA. There's a lot to be said for that, folks. Can't have everything made in foreign countries and expect our economy to survive, let alone thrive. We are in dire straits because people have been worried about Wall Street instead of about Main Street. A Chris Craft, otherwise known as an old boat. My Pal, it's called. We got more parade coming on the horizon. Beautiful downtown Alburgh, Vermont, 4th of July 2011. It's approaching 11:45. In about an hour and a half, I'm supposed to meet up with Gordy Little in Plattsburgh for the Plattsburgh Parade. And I have every intention of being on time. A boatsmith. A boatsmith. They got us a little barbecue going here. You don't want to hit the brakes with that thing flaming in the back here. That's a little bit on the dangerous side, I would think. Papa Pete's Snack Bar. Don't hit the brakes. Alburgh, Vermont Fire Department. Isle Lamont Fire and Rescue. And Isle Lamont was certainly an island for a 2-month period this year. Lake Champlain at its highest level, record-setting level, over a flood stage for about 2 months. And this truck is from Isle Lamont. They're blowing their siren. We don't like that. They don't like sirens in the parades. Save them for emergencies. Tractors are coming. Tractors. Who doesn't like an old tractor? Next weekend as we're taping this, it's the annual Antique Gas Engine and Tractor Show at the County Fairgrounds at Morrisonville. So John Deere 420. Followed by another John Deere. There's a B. Dropped in Donna Ballou. The owners. This option here was not available when this tractor left the assembly line. A big sunbonnet, sombrero, a tractor sombrero. This is a 1940 Model 8. John Deere. This is 1954 Model 40U. And just in case you thought they'd all be green, there's a Farmall Model M. Could use a touch of paint. Another Farmall, owned by Devin and Darwin Cameron. Super A, 1948. Farmall H, and owner is Darwin Cameron. That's probably Darwin Cameron there. He's looking for some place to plow. Coming out of the shadow into the sun, a 1963 Farmall 140. He's only got 2 furrows. Farmall Super M. Not to be confused with the M, this is a Super M. Diesel. There's a bunch of 4-wheelers coming by, followed by some 2-wheelers. Decorate your bike for the parade. A tradition that goes back a good part of the century, previous century. Looks like this guy decided to sample one of the lollipops. Still coming. Military Order of the Purple Heart, combat wounded veterans. Wounded veterans, wounded in a military action. Jacks, rain barrels, and composters. What a lovely combination. Catch some rain and do some composting. Don't get the barrels mixed up though. We got lots more fire trucks coming. Hang on here, hang on, there we go. What we got? A patriotic 4th of July type float with a real little one there. There he is. It's Notch, Northern Tier Center for Health. And Alburgh Animal Control. How about some ear control, not blow that horn so much. These horses are surprisingly calm with all that noise surrounding them. Alburgh Girl Scouts, Brownie Troop, 816. It's like a big milk truck. Or is it a gas truck? It's a gas That's a gas truck. Milk trucks don't usually have the flammable signs on them. I think all that noise has upset this little fella here. So do they have to make so much noise? This is Montgomery Hook and Ladder Company from Rouse's Point, New York. I've been to Rouse's Point. At the wheel. How's your video? Champlain Fire Department. The Grand Isle Fire Department. We don't like sirens and parades. Save them for real emergencies. Some people might welcome that hose, but my camera would not, so I hope they don't go spraying my camera here. Grand Isle. And they did not spray my camera. Horses. It's a 4th of July parade without ponies and horses. We got a couple more trucks with lights on here, so I'm assuming we got at least a couple more units. They went that way. Clippity clop. It's approaching noon. No more candy. She ate it all. He's excited. This is North Hero. Or as their softball shirts used to say, no hero. We got more parade to come in here, and we got some blue lights in the background. I'm not sure if that's traffic control or part of the parade. We'll all find out together. It's Alburgh Springers, Alburgh Springers. Alburgh Springers there. They have a real veteran on the back. Little mini bike. One of the church groups are coming. Moving very, very, very slow. That hover round is going to pass them. Oh, handing out green necklaces. That little boy doesn't want a green necklace. Handing out flowers now. Okay, more flower to you. Flowers for the brave. No flowers for cowards. And it's the Northern Florists and Gardens. Now we have a race car. Probably was at Airborne a couple of nights ago. And a purple hatter, the Red Hatters. The Red Hatters. Red Hatters. Red Hatters. You can carry a flag on your bike, you're welcome in the parade. Still some lights blinking in the far distance here. This might be a record-setting parade here for Alburgh. Let's see. Project Washington class of 2012.
They can wear regular shirts like us.
not sure what their project is. 2012, of course, next year's graduating class, Washington Monument. And throwing out some kind of pixie sticks. Another young lady on a pony. Uh-oh.
There you go!
I'd hate to mow a 3-acre lawn with this lawnmower. 2 horsepower. 2 horsepower lawnmower. And the kid in the back fell asleep. I can't take it no more. I wonder what they charge the mow lawns. Elm Hill Fencing. Ooh, they make little swings too. Alburgh class of 2012 raffling off a swing. Oh, must be the, I think they go to 8th grade here. We got another John Deere. This one here is all purdied up in the front. That's another John Deere B. This guy's got the whole outfit here, the cap, the t-shirt, probably the underwear, and a pony behind here, a nice painted pony. I got a band coming here. The Star Spangled Banner. Alburgh Mustang Band. I wonder if they know Mustang Sally. Alright, nice job there, kids. The Mustang. Alburgh Mustangs, of course, that's the school. School has that for Mustangs for. What is this one? Oh, we got somebody working on the car as they go here. Doesn't have any name. Kenny's Boat Repair. Well, that's not a boat. The Mustangs are the mascot for the Alburgh school here. Kenny's Boat Repair. There'll be a lot of boats hitting a lot of debris in the lake this year. This little vehicle, you pedal here. Watch, see his feet there. That's how he's powering it. Interesting, very interesting. Locksmith, Lakeview Locksmith. A New York number and a Vermont number. Situated right in the middle of the lake. All decorated for the parade. There's a mower that's working. Interlopers. If you were anywhere else on the parade route, you went to see those guys. Now we have a Ford tractor. Pulling some folks. Land of the free because of the brave. The Alburgh Firemen's Auxiliary. Very nice. Oh, more swings available for purchase here. St. Amadeus Church lawn glider raffle, $5 each. Uh-oh. 5 for 20. Uh-oh. My wife sees that. If my wife sees that, don't let Judy watch this parade. Ooh, young folks here throwing candy. Oh, the flag should not be laying on the ground there. A little smart car. Pew. Pew. It stinks. Natural gas stink. Here's an Oliver. Not a John Deere, it's an Oliver. (1958). Henry Schwiener. I had mentioned before when we were young on the Lakeshore Road, there was a farm just north of the large camp area where my uncle Clarence Trombley had his camp, and then eventually his home. But it had all kinds of Olivers there, and we always called it the Oliver Farm. I'm not sure who was there. Henry Schwiener, the 1959 John Deere. So he doesn't care as long as they're green. He'll get one. God bless America. Oh, can't argue with that. Wait a minute, Lauren. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it. Hold everything. They're not stopping. There we go. Alright, we have to interrupt our parade coverage here because our friend Lauren Yulee from St. Paul, we wanted to give him a copy of the activities that took part in the Patriot flag ceremony. Here's Alburgh, Vermont, engine number 2. So we have to abandon our camera. And go chasing after the vehicle with Lauren Yulee in it. Didn't see him in Rouse's Point at the parade last night. But he was there Friday. What an impressive job they did. And it has been confirmed. I got a phone call from the organizer, Wayne Louth, out of Escondido, California. Why is this guy driving so close to the pedestrians here? Telling me that it was indeed, he saw the coverage we had on the website. And we were all speculating as to whether it was the first international event featuring the Patriot flag. And the Patriot flag is making a round of 50 states in 50 weeks to commemorate the people who died at September 11th and the people who responded, the responders and the victims. Way back. More Alburgh. And they better not spray me. This will conclude the parade. And the first of the traffic that's trying to get out of town following them. I will be joining that traffic. This is the Vermont Sheriff's vehicle. This is Grand Isle County. We are, of course, in Grand Isle, and Alburgh is the only part of the county. Good, how you doing? That is not an island, it's a peninsula. Zoe Brusso, Les Parade. We've been watching viewer-supported hometown cable, beautiful downtown Alburgh, Vermont at the 4th of July Parade, July 4th, 2011. Thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Win, lose, or draw TV worthy of your support, hometown cable.
Hey, Heather!